on a hot night in Austin. Welcome to the SEC on ESPN. And for the first time in 2025, the 8th-ranked Longhorns will play under the lights at DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Also, the last non-conference game for Texas before a brutal SEC schedule begins in 2 weeks. Tonight they host the Bearcats of Sam Houston.
Good showing today to get the crowd on his side. He got booed last week, and also to prove to his teammates, hey man, I'm the guy.
You know, there's been a lot of positivity really here around the 40 acres this week. Arch and the Horns had a relaxed, fun week of practice. For more on that, let's go down to Tori.
Yeah, Clay. Coach Sarkisian said this week that the focus has just been enjoying the game a little bit more. He told his players, we play football, we don't work football. And players certainly said that they had fun in practice. They said Arch is always a swagger guy, but this week he had it in spades. He was talking trash, staring defenders down, and his teammates absolutely loved it. They say that's who Arch is, and that's what we want from him. We want him to have fun and just be him. Totally tune out that pressure.
Game until November for Texas. Fans are ready for it. Texas won the toss.
Kind of issues he can create with his legs tonight. That was something they talked to us about.
Already that Texas defense going to work, eating up Watson. And it's Colin Simmons, last year's National Freshman of the Year, getting in for a loss of 3.
And Texas told us they wanted to be more aggressive on defense. They usually don't blitz as much as they possibly want to, but you're going to see Simmons here come in on a TE. It means a tackle goes out first, and the end, Colin Simmons, comes in.
Really excited about this bunch. Second down and long. And complete to the outside. This is Elijah Green out of the... And they're not going to get the snap off.
Play game, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
3rd and 3 becomes 3rd and 8, and now another flag.
False start, offense, number 52, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Loud Texas crowd, it's their first night game. They're rowdy, Clay.
3rd and 13. Watson feeling some pressure again. He's going to step out of it. You talked about his feet, Chase. And he's going to scamper back.
14, and there's nowhere to go. You can see they're sort of spying. They don't want you to get rid of them. And in 3rd and 13, right? We talked about 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 3. That gets the first down. 3rd and 13.
This Durand, a true freshman out of Australia. Rugby-style kick, end over end. And Niblett is going to field it at the 23. Takes a hit. Sheds a tackle. Now comes to the near sideline, and he is going to be ankle tackled. Can he find his confidence tonight? That's the big question everybody's looking to find answers to.
Yeah, when he talked to us in the production meeting, he said, hey, we're going to do one play at a time. He's had a great week of practice. He's a lot better runner than you think. So when things have broken down up front with this inexperienced offensive line, he's been able to get out of pressure. They want to see him be more aggressive. I would not be surprised in this first couple plays to see them take a shot down the football field.
Play fake. And Manning does want to throw. Pocket collapses. Ball's tipped up in the air. Away.
You're going to see right here, Parker Livingston, he's going to attack the middle of the field right here. He has him wide open. They decide to take a shot down the middle of the field. Arch just doesn't see it, tries to check it down, gets tipped.
2nd and 10. And now they'll hand it off.
They are last, Clay, in the SEC in 3rd down percentage at 28%. The execution has not been there.
Here's Manning, has time, floats one, and it is caught.
Man, you're going to see DeAndre Moore come running into your screen. Arch sees it. The throw just a little bit low. If you hit him in stride, he's able to maybe take it all the way to the house.
First down, Manning's going to keep it himself. Trying to work on the passing game.
He's a big part of their run game. They have to use his legs to be successful tonight.
This is Christian Clark now bouncing it to the outside. That's going to be a 1st down run
by Christian Clark. Just an inside zone. He's going to find that ball hole. He's patient. This inexperienced offensive line has struggled at times versus weaker defensive lines when they stunt and they move. Right there, just a huge push up front.
1st down. A screen here to Christian Clark. Finds some room along the near sideline. lowers his shoulder at the 33, gain for the Horns.
And a nice little play. Arch Manning's going to go left like he's going to do the sprint out like the first play of the game set up, and they just throw this little cross-body screen. They're trying to get the whole defense to move right. They end up coming back left. Really nice play.
To the game for Texas behind Manning. They fake the handoff to him. Now Manning steps up, throws a rocket downfield, and a penalty flag comes down.
Holding, offense number 62. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains first down.
Your screen. Okay, he's right here. Just the hold right there. You can't have that. Okay, another low pass right there.
Hudson, the regular starter at center, injured last week against UTEP, so Robertson doing the snapping. And this is DeAndre Moore again.
Right here, okay, just a nice little screen coming back in. They like to get their guys the ball on the perimeter, but he's somebody that they really missed extremely fast. Another penalty here.
False start, offense number 62. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So back to the 39-yard line. Manning throws it to a wide open Livingston. Caught. Chemistry between Manning and Livingston.
And they're roommates together. Look at Arch Manning in rhythm. That's where he is his best. The longer the play develops, the more he struggles with.
So that'll make this third and manageable. Third downs have been a struggle point. Third down and 2, and Christian Clark peeking ahead, and it's going to be close. Yeah, he got it.
Down. This is where Arch Manning's legs really come alive in the red zone.
10th play of the drive. Manning going to the end zone. Little contact.
And Ryan Wingo right here on a slant and go. This is a guy they told us in meetings all week. We have to get this guy more involved. He's a sophomore out of St. Louis, Missouri. He is their most explosive guy. He's 6'2", 214, their red zone target, but just hasn't come down with catches on those.
2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground with Jared Gibson.
That have 50 pounds on Sam Houston State's defensive line.
They feed it to Gibson. Big hole up the middle. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Touchdown this season, and Gibson caps off the 12-play drive. And Mason Shipley comes on for the extra point. And he'll bat the line on the first pass attempt by Manning, but landed incomplete, and they ended up going down the field and scoring. And another fair catch now. Elijah Green starts in the backfield to the left of Hunter Watson. And he will get the feed as Watson takes a hit. It's a rebuilt defensive line for Texas. Lost 4 players to the NFL. And you get the snap off. Watson sets in the pocket. His throw is off target.
Now he's on the other side.
3rd down and 8. Watson going to be tracked down from behind by Trey Moore. 2nd sack tonight for Texas. And it's 4th down.
Dropping out, Trey Moore right there. Okay, he's going to end up coming. Look at his outside move. They only rush 3. Colin Simmons is sort of spying the quarterback, their best pass rusher.
So Duran from inside the 5. That's a go. Should be decent field position to start this series for Texas as Niblett starts his return and gets it to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, 3 of these first 6 throws have been behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go downfield this time. Caught at the 48 by Ryan Wingo.
For the safety here in the slot right here.
2nd and 1 from the 49. Manning. And shooting for Wingo again.
Yeah, guys, Arch told us this week that before this season, he felt like he really hadn't done anything, and it was hard to step up and be a leader when you haven't really established yourself yet on the field. But Coach Sark told him, Arch, we need that leadership now. So he has had to step in and figure out how to be a leader early. And he told us it's easier to lead when things are going well. Not that things haven't gone well so far for them this season, but that's something that is on his mind, is how do you lead both in the good times and the bad times. One of the things he's done is talk to both his uncles and Colt McCoy this week.
Quarterback Colt McCoy said some really good things to him this week.
So after that quick injury timeout, it's Arch Manning taken off, and he's going to get the first down. Did come up with the football, but on the field. They ruled that Manning was down. Is this going to hang as the call? Rotate in at running back. Lines up there, but now motions out as a receiver. 1st and 10. Texas, second series for the Horns. Over the middle, open receiver. There's Wingo again.
It's to go all-out pressure. They want to bring everyone. He hits Ryan Wingo on a slant route right behind it. 1, 2, 3. He's going to get hit. Stays in there. He's a big son of a gun. Delivers an absolute BB right in the chest for Ryan Wingo.
Brody 220, true freshman out of Oklahoma. Now right up on the pads of Manning. That ball on the sideline, hauled in by Parker Livingston.
Throwing an out route to the field.
Back to the ground. Here's Gibson already with a touchdown tonight. That's a 1st down carry. That is coming out of these injuries to Wisner and Baxter. They're seeing a lot of young running backs. And Gibson again. Stiff arm, stays on his feet, and he's down to the 3.
Going to see him around the right edge, keep his feet. And coaches told us, look, we don't even know about Gibson and Clark. We're trying to find out in real time on the home crowd, and right now they're doing really well.
1st down carries on the last 3 totes for Gibson. He'll get it again. This time he's going to be stuffed and driven back.
See, gets involved and then arches legs. That's where they really come alive.
2nd down and goal. Moore goes in motion. And Manning keeps it himself. Cutting up, gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, he has been a pretty good weapon in the red zone. And some taunting going on down there from Arch Manning. He better watch it. He's getting warned by Jason Autry, the lead official.
Showing that swagger. He is fired up. Exactly what we thought he'd do down here in the red zone. He's a big player, man. He's all of 6'4", all of 220. And you can just see this raw emotion, like, let's go. Let's go. Telling players this week in practice, I'm back. Nice job right there getting into the end zone.
Got to believe at times Arch Manning has had throwing 10 straight incompletions.
He's going to come across right there. Receiver as well. And you're right, 10 straight incompletions to receivers. But nice job getting in for Arch Manning.
And you can see the confidence starting to come back.
He's fired up. Almost taunting. Surprised they didn't call it. Surprised they didn't get a flag, that home field advantage. This is what players all week talk to us about. He's got that swagger to him, Clay.
You can see Jason Autry as a football player. Sark was telling you and I that he thought the last few weeks are going to end up being a silver lining for Manning, as this one's kicked out of bounds. It's not about what happens to you, it's about how you handle it.
Kicking team. The ball will be placed at 35-yard line. 1st down.
Got to be careful, though.
You're getting a little excited.
45 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And Coco Brown will get it in his career. Oh, Watson's going to go down again.
We just can't do it. He's the heart and soul of our team.
Says he goes all out for Texas. His play certainly says that. That's going to sail high.
Tells my story. Hard nose, hard worker.
He
does all the little things.
Yep. Penalty flag on this punt. It was fielded at the 21 by Niblett. Penalties so far.
Illegal motion. Kicking team number 38.
Oklahoma.
High end over end kick. Niblett calling for the fair catch late.
Love that. They'll go to war with you any single day.
And 1st down, he's going to pitch it back to Niblett. Like we said, we're going to see a little bit of him as a conventional running back.
Oh, he's a receiver. He's a running back. They can put him at quarterback if they need to run the football. A little trickery.
And around to Wingo. Behind a block. Gets across midfield. Trying to strip a tackler.
You see Ryan Wingo right here. He's going to come across on a little reverse, a little trickery. You see the tight end out in front. And then this is a good way to get him the football, right? He's not getting the the throws maybe in the pass game that you want, but you see this elite speed, sophomore, really young guy. As he goes, this offense goes.
Now Manning getting some heat from behind. He felt the pressure. Wobbling pass to a wide-open Jordan Washington. The redshirt freshman tight end.
You can see this play right here. Jordan Washington is going to go on a shallow cross and up. This is the play of the year for college football. Arch Manning says, hey, it's not a clean pocket. Let me move up to the right and just wide open. I mean, just a great confidence-building throw, but I like the awareness in the pocket to understand, hey, 74 lost on the block. I can feel it, eyes in the back of my head, and as you're moving toward the line of scrimmage, yes, he's wide open, but when you're in a slump and you're not throwing it well, you'll take anything. And then, look, just lively on the sideline. Looks like he's having fun.
15 seconds, they're back in the end zone. And another extra point from Mason.
Illegal formation, kicking team, more than 4 players in the backfield. Number 51 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, remains the try.
Gunnar Helm, who had all those catches last year. And Shipley, that one will count. Quick scoring drive for Texas to make it 21-0, 12:50 to go before half. Coming back. Preseason Heisman favorite.
Looks lively on the sideline.
First game under the lights. Hunter Watson and Sam Houston. 3 and outs, and on first down, Watson will slide.
It's really hard to get any type of yards against this defense.
Just 10 yards of offense for the Bearcats. And they're not going to get much here. Worst third down team in the country, Sam Houston. They run out of time again.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Go Coach Drake May and Sam Howell. Sort of the quarterback whisper.
Third down and 10. And it is caught, but immediately Michael Taft there to take Chris Reed off his cleats. Reed gets 4. That's it. It's fourth down again.
Michael Taft right in the middle of the field. He's sort of the robber in this Tampa 2 style defense. He's going to come up, throws his body around. Nice tackle right there. And we talked a lot about him, but this guy's the heart and soul, not only of this defense, but of this first one in, last one out. Next level potential NFL-wise for sure.
Joranda's fourth punt tonight. Niblick's going to let it bounce. Takes a sideways hop to be talking about a little bit tonight. I'm Clay Matvick, Tori Petrie down on the field.
I lost them all though, Clay. Why are you bringing up bad memories?
Because I like to put a stick in the cage once in a while. Down the field, wide open receiver, DeAndre Moore. Well, DeAndre Moore told you enough.
This is an NFL level throw, just going to come streaking across the middle of the field in single high zone, and he's able to layer this throw between the linebacker and the flat defender. Wow.
Not going with a little tempo.
And he feels, Arch Manning, he feels like an NFL quarterback. And when you throw a football like that, like there's only so many guys in the country at this level that can layer that football. That's what Arch Manning can be. That's what the coaches want him to be. That's what Arch wants himself to be. And I love the fact that it's just 1, 2, 3 in rhythm, hitch up, throws a dart.
Big hole, Simon.
Coaches really love him. They're just going to run a gap scheme. They're pulling the right guard and right tackle and just go straight to through the teeth.
First few weeks they've leaned on the run. They had 226 last week against UTEP. And another carry for Simon.
Runners out, so you've had to carry your team. And so it's a little bit of everyone.
Manning flushed out of the pocket. Penalty flag comes in behind the play.
Holding. Offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat second down.
Move in, right? But just penalties remain an issue.
Manning and Corks to Moore again. And he'll get Manning standing clean in the pocket. Now he's going to step up. Getting some heat from behind, and he's going to be dumped. Things for Texas. Now they're going to have to settle for a 29-yard field goal attempt for Mason Shipley. And that kick is up and good. Shipley. Phil Longo is actually Casey Keeler's quarterback at the Division III level as a player back in the game. About it. You mentioned Metoyer. He's out with post-concussion symptoms. Maybe on Smith-Mack. This was almost a disaster for Sam Houston.
Oh my gosh.
Woo.
It's a passing yards right there, but Ethan Burke, I mean, he could have taken that out of midair.
And they're looking at a 2nd and 12 here. Hunter Watson swings it out to the flat. This is Coco Brown, and he's going to be dumped at the original line. Doesn't seem possible. There aren't that many games. Now 3rd and 9. Throw. Nobody home. Penalty flag down. This offense can't get it going.
Number 87. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a 4th down.
Sam Houston right now.
Niblett is going to see this bounce. More of a line drive kick that time from Durand. Job with that side of the football for Texas. They force 5 3-and-outs for Sam Houston tonight. Here's Dalen McCutcheon. True freshman receiver out of
bubble route to a true freshman with speed like that. That'll get your confidence up as a quarterback.
Manning gets it out quickly for DeAndre Moore.
This is when he's best. RPO, one read throw. He's in rhythm. Feet are underneath him.
Here's Simon cutting it back. That's going to be a 1st down run to the
right. You can almost have this paralysis by analysis mindset.
Fakes the handout to Simon. Now fires it to him. Simon trying to stay on his feet, but they're going to rule him down.
Doing it in a game, and he's done so tonight.
2nd and 16. Low throw on that quick release to Niblett. Inside the 10, trying to get to the pylon. Tyler Bailey.
Swiss Army knife. Ryan Niblett, and really good just turning 2 right there from Arch Manning, but the blocker's out front.
This is the 2-minute timeout of the first half.
Look at 52 out in front with Ryan Niblett, true sophomore out of Houston, Texas. Look at the speed right there by DJ Campbell, their most experienced offensive lineman. Making a miss. We're in the 2-minute timeout. Come back and join us.
Go from the 2 after the 2-minute timeout. Handoff. Jarrett Gibson looking for his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Broadcast before. Last in the SEC in red zone. Coming in.
Manning keeps it himself again. Another rushing touchdown. Second rushing touchdown of the night, 5th of the year for Arch.
If you're a quarterback struggling, you're just going to have an RPO where Jack Indries just comes across the formation. You're going to fake it to Jarrett Gibson. You can block the outside, and he's covered. He takes it. Hey, you know what? Let me just take it in. You give the guy an option outside. You can throw it. You can hand it to the running back. You can run it in. And this is where Arch is his best. When he has one read, he makes a decision quickly. I've been impressed, Clay, tonight just with his decision making. It doesn't look like he's thinking out there. It looks like he's playing.
And Shipley adds the point after.
Fast, and that's something that the coaches really wanted to see.
He's been carrying the weight of the Manning name on his shoulders. Not to mention the expectations of a Texas fan base. Those expectations are always high. It can't be easy. Watson swings it out to Coco Brown for Sam Houston.
Staff was excited to see him fly around tonight.
2nd down and 2. Hey, that's a 1st down for Sam Houston. First.
The first half a little bit.
Hunter Watson, 9-4 is the starter over the last couple of years.
Really like him at the star position.
Another swing play to Brown. That's a 1st down into Texas territory for the first time.
It's Texas defense to hold him out of field goal range.
20 seconds to go in the half. Watson pumps, tucks, runs to the near sideline. And he's going to scamper out at the 42.
Goal attempt.
Watson has time, and it's juggled and dropped. Chris
down here. Watch these three receivers at the bottom of your screen all going out.
Watson looking to the sideline. There's that quick pass you were talking about, and it is incomplete.
It's an any time. See if they do it right here, and they do.
Pressure. Watson throws a launch to the end zone, and it is intercepted by Jelani McDonald.
What a play.
Couple of interceptions last week, one to end the half this week, and it's McDonald.
That's a 50-inch vertical right there, Clay. Oh my gosh, he got to the sky.
His second interception in 2 weeks, the junior from Waco. And that's how the half comes to an end. Let's go to Tori.
Coach, you said this week you wanted to see your offense get in more of a flow and have more fun. What's your assessment of how well they've done that in the first half?
Well, we got some good rhythm, and we're running it, we're throwing it, and the run game's helping the play action pass game, and Arch is throwing the ball down the field well, and he's using his legs really well.
Well, his teammates certainly loved it, but what was your reaction to him staring down the defender after his first touchdown?
Well, it might have been a little too much, but there's probably a little bent-up frustration in there, so I think he's settled down, he's playing now.
What do you want to see from him in the second half?
Well, I just want our team to come right back out with the same intensity, the same mental intensity, the same focus, the same energy that we've been playing with, because it's been really good in all three phases.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Porter. And this is returnable for Ryan Niblett. Across the 10, 15, gets to the 20, and driven down at the 25. Let's go down to it's going right now. Pretty good. So first play from scrimmage for Arch Manning. And he wants to throw. Unloads, and it's caught by Livingston. Parker Livingston stays on his feet and gets close out. 10 straight completions for Manning going back to last half, and that's going to be a false start.
False start, offense number 74. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Trevor
They can go down and score.
Strong run for Christian Clark.
Look at this offensive line right here. We're just going to go Bulls on parade, everyone to the right. Nice little outside zone. Put your foot in the ground.
Going deep, looking for Wingo. He's got it. Touchdown. Manning taking a shot to his favorite target, Ryan Wingo. 53-yard touchdown pass. That's what a lot of people wanted to see in this building.
I was just about to say that. Texas fans are on their feet everywhere. He's been extremely accurate throwing the football down the field. We talked about Ryan Wingo. Is the really fast guy. You're just going to go to the middle of the field on a post. This play-action game that Sark talked with Tori on. You're reading that free safety, and I'm telling you, Clay, he missed this throw last week versus UTEP. Exactly this throw, a post route. He leads him perfectly up the field. He missed this throw by 5 yards last week. This is getting better. This is the Arch Manning that he himself knows who he is.
Wingo had a fourth-quarter touchdown connection last week with Manning, and you kind of felt like at that point that was
with Ryan Wingo, and you can see the frustration mounting. This has got to feel really good for both Ryan Wingo and Arch Manning. When you can get that confidence going, it's a good thing.
Hunter Watson and the Sam Houston offense. It's been anemic tonight. Coco Brown as you hold Ohio State to 203 yards of offense. But this unit's going to be special. Brown catches it in the backfield, cuts it up.
Across the board. Sam Houston's got to get a man beater up. We got 3 guys on the left side of the center to pass rush.
He converted once on third down all night. Tipped, incomplete.
Oklahoma, and it's working really well for him. Sam Houston just sort of caught off guard.
Sam Houston with an interesting formation for that punt. Texas was wary of a potential fake Niblett. Such a dangerous return man, stopped short of the 30-yard line.
Illegal formation, kicking team.
Yeah.
Number 45 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 4th down.
They were very explosive. We've seen him a couple of big plays tonight on offense. He's got some room to work with. He's going to take it sideways at the 25. Gets to the 40, gets to the 45. There he goes. One man to beat, and the kicker got him. Niblett knocked down at the 25 of Sam Houston. Kick it again, and this is the result.
And he has about 15 yards of free space in front of him. Look, there's no one even on the screen. And then they set up the wall, the Texas wall, to the right. And I mean, Ryan Niblett, 5'11", 187 pounds, out of Houston, Texas. And you called him the Swiss Army knife. And that's exactly what he is. He plays running back, he plays receiver, he's returner, all this stuff.
49-yard punt return. And Texas.
Arch is back out there.
And they're going to run it with Christian Clark. The run game has been dominant tonight.
Clark wanted to see right now Arch Manning's 5 of 5, 154 yards and 2 touchdowns on throws 15 yards or more.
Play fake. Dump it out short. That's Jordan Washington, who had a touchdown in the first half.
Cal is their top threat.
To the end zone, Wingo. Touchdown, Texas. Second touchdown for Ryan Wingo.
I think it's safe to say, Clay, Ryan Wingo is back. Touchdowns on the last 2 possessions. They've got their guy. It's got to feel good for this young man. Sophomore out of St. Louis.
Shipley's extra point. 4 plays.
To make sure that don't overdo it, but he was definitely the lead on all the talk shows. Well, play like that on offense. Never know.
Hunter Watson fires to the sideline. That's complete on first down. I believe that's going over 10 minutes to go here in the third. Hunter Watson back after a shoulder injury that kept him out of the Hawaii game. School.
7th grade, right? Look at that.
That's how early you got to start with some of these star players. Anthony Hill wrapping up Watson. Watson will give it to Parker on 3rd and 2, and he's not going to get there. Oh my, hit in the backfield. Brad Spence got to Parker, quick as a hiccup, loss of 2, turnover on downs.
No interceptions.
And he's also run for 2 touchdowns. But Matthew Caldwell is in now, quarterback, as Arch's night is presumably over. And Jared Gibson gets the carry. Matthew Caldwell, a senior out of Auburn, Alabama. Transfer from Troy. This is his 4th program. He's been at Jacksonville State, Gardner-Webb, Troy, and now Texas.
They really like this guy. They feel like if something were to happen, he'd step in and do a really fine job.
Handoff.
What does our backup quarterback do well?
We're going to see him throw here. He dumps it out short. That's going to be a first down catch for Amari Winston. Another NFL. Caldwell with that handoff. Gibson again.
Last week they, according to coaches, missed some of their holes, and this week looks to be, running more downhill.
2nd and 9. Bouncing out is Simon. Good vision, but backup.
Yeah.
Not a bad gig.
Yeah, healthy.
Caldwell stands, throws, tipped, and incomplete.
Oh, he had him open.
Through the hands of Aaron Butler.
Quick look at this play. A little bit behind them. They're running post in the middle, and Butler gets his hands on.
38-yard attempt for Shipley has been really solid this year. out of the hold of Jack Bouwmeester, the punter, who's had a really easy night tonight. We have not called Bouwmeester's name. Hollywood actor Glenn Powell here, a lifelong Texas fan, leading Texas fight moments ago. Listen to this, it'll give you chills. Man, what an atmosphere.
Hey, let's go. Gave me some chills, and they're up, what, 48-0?
And the conference portion of the schedule hasn't even started yet, and in fact, it won't here at DKR until November. Quirk in the schedule.
Feeling good about himself before that stretch, and I'd say so.
So 70 yards of offense for Sam Houston against this defense. And some of the reserves are in now for Texas. On first down, run it with Brown. And that's read well. 6 tackles for Laud. That'll begin in 2 weeks in Gainesville. Texas has not played in Gainesville since December the 7th, 1940. Fumble. Watson able to recover. Horns rush 3. And they still flush Watson out of the pocket. He's going to try to run, gets to midfield and takes a shoulder on the sideline.
See Littleton just run him down. This is the guy I said reminds me of Earl Thomas. That's not a late hit. Still at a foot in bounds, and that's what you want to do on the sideline. You can take a shot at the quarterback legally. Do it.
He had a 45-yard punt return earlier tonight. High end-over-end kick by Durand. And it's Moff Niblett able to get it back on the high bounce inside the 10.
We'll see more of that this season. What do you think?
Ryan Wingo down the straight all day, all season. I'm excited about it. Yeah, it's amazing to watch that connection. It was something I was really looking forward to in preseason, and Arch, who does, it's a great thing. It's satisfying for the whole world.
Did you trash talk them a little bit about their nephew?
Yeah, he's up there right now. Eli's up there right now. We've been talking it up the whole game. So it's like I've grown up a fan my whole life. There's a magic around this team. On both sides of the ball, I think everybody's really ready for something great.
All right.
He's in the house, keeping a low profile, apparently.
Yeah, you can't write a better script. Oh!
Matthew Caldwell taking off. Great fake handoff. The backup quarterback on his feet. All the way to the 21-yard line. And it's a 61-yard run on the fake.
Just a zone read right there and showing off his wheels. The backup quarterback, Matthew Caldwell, he impressed some people with that run.
This drone show here at DKR is fantastic. Fans eating it up with a spoon. And again, first night game of the season here. And it has been all Texas from the opening kickoff.
Isn't it crazy how they can do that with drones? It looks fake.
It's amazing. It does.
They just press a button and it does that.
48-0 as we start the fourth quarter. Matt.
I haven't looked back since. This is easily, I know the opponent, their best offensive output of the year.
Caldwell slant route that is caught. Butler.
By player, and their depth is excellent.
Clark makes a hit on the right side. And
offensive line, I thought, for the most part, played really well.
Touchdown, Texas. Christian Clark. That's got to feel good for Clark, making his way back from a torn Achilles.
Into the game, this offensive line, we said, hey, we're not run blocking as well as we want, and it's the get right.
Really good food in this town. He's Chase Daniel. I'm Clay Matt. Victoria Petrie down on the sideline. And Sam Houston's going to have another touchback to start at the 25. You guys were really good in 2007 and 2008 as Watson.
Have the whole Mizzou contingent with us and to represent them, and yeah, got the #1 in the nation that year too. Couldn't quite pull it off.
There's 4 first downs for Sam Houston, trying to pick one up here on 3rd and short.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 14. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run, includes an automatic first down.
So just the
Fiction on what was said, and it was really just the fact Texas defense stops him right here, that, you know, the pressure over that mental roadblock tonight with a great performance.
2nd down, Watson over the middle, had a receiver wide open, and goes right through the hands. Nothing seems to bother him, you know, and he'll admit it hasn't been easy, but you can tell he has a really good countenance.
And he's got a short memory, and I think that's really what is needed to play quarterback at this level.
Watson airing it out, sideline, and that's going to drift.
But going through these low points and working through it and figuring it out, that's where real growth is.
It's going to be fair caught by Dalen McCutcheon, a true freshman who's in now.
Game. And now it is time for Bevo to get a little bit of a treat for the Longhorns. Hard work. He's getting his new favorite treat, watermelon. They just figured out that Bevo loves watermelon. And every time they bring it out, he is just absolutely waiting for them to feed it to him.
He is a good-looking steer. Bevo.
2,100 pounds, they said.
2,100. That's not counting the horns or counting the horns. I suppose they put him on the scale with the horns. You can't take them off.
I would believe. But I think it's Bevo 15, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Good-looking animal.
One of the few live mascots in college football, right? He's nodding his head. Those horns are big.
Matthew Caldwell at quarterback. A 50-yard run on his first series. Hands off touchdowns in the red zone. Jamie French for right now. They don't have to be perfect. It's obviously the goal, the expectation, get as close to perfect as they can. But
is one of the great offensive minds of the game. But you just need to stay with it. It'll come.
It's not going to hurt them as far as their goals.
Not at all, especially how it's set up in today's college football playoff, right? The new expanded model, and I mean they're about to go through a gauntlet.
Fighting Tigers.
Sellers was playing.
Fighting Chase Daniels. Deep shot, and it's going to land incomplete for Caldwell, and it's 4th down. And 9 consecutive scoring drives tonight for Texas. That streak ends now.
Wow.
As they're going to run the punting unit out.
So 2 really tough games after this bye week. We'll know a lot more about Arch and this defense. And
so Florida, you think about this. You have to go exactly a year to the day before Pearl Harbor for the last time that Texas went to Gainesville for a college football game. Jeez. December 7th, 1940.
This play offensively, somewhat of how they...
Just 106 yards of total offense for Sam Houston. And Watson is going to be sacked. Lance Jackson, another true freshman. You talk about young talent. That is the 3rd sack tonight for the Horns defense. I mean, they've got it in droves. It's almost an embarrassment of riches as far as true freshman talent on this roster.
They have 4 true freshmen on the defensive side of the ball that play a lot of snaps, right? Grayson Littleton, Texarkana.
So Texas will get it back. Chance to run out the clock. Watson trying to pick up that first down, well short of the line to gain.
Personal foul, offense number 85, illegal blindside block. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains 3rd down.
Dylan Burgess. Transfer from North Texas. Watson hit, ball comes out. Loose football, who's got it? It's recovered by Porter. Tonight, colossal mistakes as far as turnovers, but here was another opportunity for Texas. As Smith Orogbo came in off the edge and popped that one loose.
Nice job by him just going after the football. It's unbelievable.
Punt from the end zone, and not a good one. It's going to take a good Bearcats roll, though, inside the It'll be KJ Lacey at quarterback. Alabama's Mr. Football last year, 4-star recruit. Give him an easy play on first down. Hand off to Christian Clark. KJ Lacey, the number 2 passer in state history in the state of Alabama. They are really liking what they are seeing since he came to the 40 acres. They know he's got a lot of arm talent.
Yeah, he's a true freshman. Anytime you can get some play time as a true freshman, you love it.
Clark, good run. Flag comes in from the secondary. It's a first down run for Clark.
Holding, offense number 35. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat second down.
So the play is going to come back at
there.
And this tends to happen.
Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
And a lot of
worse than the FBS and penalty yard differential. Things are going to step up.
Another run for Clark.
Just studying it, that's sort of where they struggled. Nice throw.
Lacey, a bullet.
Oh my. Another penalty.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains fourth down.
This is the kind of stuff, Clay.
This game in a rocking chair on the sideline, punting for the second time in 2 consecutive series.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
Drops it inside the 5, and it's going to bounce into the end zone.
I spent a lot of time here as a kid. I don't remember them having that good of food.
It's fantastic. Trying to throw on the run. Watson and gets bumped there at 3-1. And at 59 left. Watson drops it off in the flat, that is caught. That might blow that out of the water. Watson, good run, gets to the 40, first down and more.
It's been a tough go tonight for Sam Houston.
And that's incomplete. Once league play gets underway in earnest. And that's going to be a loss. Sarkisian. Brady Sarkisian.
Hey, let's go.
That'll make Sark happy. The boy getting in for a loss.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at him.
They're putting Sark on the Jumbotron.
Oh, Dad loves it, man.
Brady on her depth chart. We had to look to the roster.
Good pull by you.
Oh, and another one. Brad Spence again. Boy, he's had a good night, and that's going to be the final play. This is the kind of night Texas fans were hungry for. Yeah, it's against a winless Sam Houston team, but a win's a win. Arch Manning played well. The defense was outstanding again tonight. And Steve Sarkisian and the boys will go into the bye week 3-1 and get ready for SEC play.
Yeah, the story of the night, without a doubt, is Arch Manning right here. It's been his night on the ground, in the air. You see him right here, going to taunt. Got that swagger about him. Moving up in the pocket right here. Nice pocket movement, nice throw to his tight end, and then he's just fired up. Like, you just see the rhythm, and then this one I thought was his best throw of the year. Just an absolute bullet between 2 defenders on the run to Moore Jr., and then he's getting into the end zone again. 5 total touchdowns on the night to Arch, and here it is to Wingo as well. I mean, this was an absolute dime. Drop it down the chimney. Presents from Santa Claus, and there, Arch Manning. It's like a different dude, man.
309 yards through the air. I mean, the efficiency, 18 of 21, 3 passing touchdowns. Also ran for a couple of touchdowns. He looked much more confident, especially in the red zone. Let's go down to Torrey.
Guys, I'm down here with Ryan Wingo and Arch Manning. Guys, what a game for this offense. There was so much talk this week about wanting to get in an offensive flow and have more fun. What was working tonight?
Yeah, it took us a few weeks to get the rhythm, but finally got the ball to this guy, so it was fun tonight.
Ryan, speaking of getting the ball to you, that deep pass to you, what did you see on that play?
I just knew he was going to give me the ball. I just got to be in the right spot, and I knew he was going to be able to get it to me.
Arch, we talked so much this week about how you wanted to get this guy involved and how important that would be tonight. What kind of confidence does that give you when you finally get him involved?
Yeah, I know the type of playmaker he is. Just got to get him the ball and let him get to work.
We saw a lot of motion from you tonight. Why did that come out tonight?
I don't know, I think it was a little built-up frustration, so it was kind of fun to let it out.
Speaking of fun, you wanted to have more fun this week. How did you feel on the field?
Felt great. It felt like we had a lot of fun as an offense and as a team in general, so got to keep it going into Florida.
Ryan, you head into a bye week now. What kind of confidence does it give you guys to be able to end this first couple weeks of the season on a win, on a dominant performance as you head into your bye before SEC play?
Yeah, I think we got to keep stacking, everybody get their bodies right, and then going to Florida with the same mindset we had coming into this week.
I got to ask you about this guy's emotion tonight. What did it mean to you guys as teammates to see him have that?
Yeah, I think, like I said, he our leader. So whenever he got that juice, got that, like you said, that emotion, it gives it to all of us. And I feel like, yeah, I kind of got to see that today.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thanks, Tori. Well, Arch will be making his first career road start in the SEC in a couple of weeks when they go to the Swamp.
Hey, yeah, I mean, the dude played well, weight of the world on his shoulders, the Manning family name, all that. He came through tonight in a big way.
55-0 Texas over Sam Houston. For Chase Daniel, Tori Petrie, and our entire SEC Network college football team, I'm Clay Matvick saying so long from Austin.